So back in 2020 during the pandemic, I decided to take one of my debt weapon tools, which was a home equity line of credit at the time, and make an unusual investment as a 50% owner in a sewer-related drain company. You can see that here, small town drain. Now that might seem like a strange business, especially if you have absolutely no background in drains or in running any type of trade business in the past. And of course, I considered that factor before. In fact, I still to this day probably couldn't even locate most drains or cleanouts. However, it just made sense. In the peak of when essential businesses mattered most, I was able to identify that that business was going to be extremely important regardless of what happened moving forward economically. I recognized through market analysis that it was a low competitive environment and that there was a desperate need in the area for a business like this. I saw that the profit margins were very, very strong. And I knew that because the competition was so busy already, that if we could step in and provide a service that was offered very quickly, we could probably clean up. And here we are almost 3 years later, and that's exactly what we're doing.